Hey guys, I'm about to walk into an absolute minefield, so please hear me on out and let me go and kind of discuss these kind of bigger problems that have been evolving from the Bao situation. Now, I do want to preface this and say Bao herself is not evil. She's not a bad person. I think a lot of people completely understood what she had to go and say. A lot of these are in comments in regards to kind of like a Mizkif subtweet, it seems like. And I want to say that Bao is not wrong. Bao is actually probably very beloved. I personally like her content. I think she's funny. I think she's a great content creator. And as well, I think that she's actually a very good role model in the VTubing sphere. I think that she's a good person. This is not like people canceling her. And if anyone wants to give her a bunch of undue hate for whatever reason, don't do that. I think she was trying to go and speak on behalf of the general experience of what was going on with Mizkif, and as well, just trying to give people a general warning. She's also done other things like retweeting other posts and kind of even explain the whole broad scale thing. So I don't think she's evil. I don't think she hates men. And if anything, I think she is a really great, fantastic content creator who's also gone through a lot. So if anyone's been overly pushing on her or overly harassing her, please don't, because that's not the whole point of especially this video, but as well in the broad scale stuff if you guys, this is like your first time watching my content. But I do want to go and kind of say the conversation has evolved. And I think that's what a lot of people are kind of missing. And right now, especially as a man who wants to join the VTubing sphere, and hopefully I'm not trying to walk around like I own the place before I even stream with my first ever model, although I have done PNG tubing before. I do really hope that people can sit here and hear me out, because the conversation's evolved, and what's been ongoing right now is the perfect example of why men are extremely always afraid of talking about these issues and problems. And I don't want to make this about men, because women have the same issues and sometimes maybe even more, but especially in the VTubing sphere, there's this weird commodity factor that people think male VTubers are these special things that people should try to farm and collect, and or on first impressions that they're horrible crazy men that are just trying to get with you or whatever it might be. And maybe this kind of hurts me a little bit more because this is my first time kind of seeing the broad scale of how men are treated in the VTubing sphere. It makes me not want to join it, because it's just basically everyone's saying, oh, you're a man, leave us all alone. Which I do always believe that women should have their own spaces, and I actually love the fact that there's so many great, awesome female content creators, and some of the biggest, if not all the biggest VTubers are women. I think this is a special demographic that should always be protected and of course held to a very high standard. But that's what kind of makes me sad, is because even if men hold women to a very high standard, if you're a somewhat self-respecting man and you kind of see a lot of people not wanting to be around you, you decide to not join. And that kind of pushes away a lot of people in the VTubing sphere. So let me go and discuss how there is some problems with how Bao is doing it, not necessarily with what she said, but the trickle-down effect, and of course the broad-scale female community. Not every female, of course, as well, because a lot of women I've met in this community are awesome, fantastic, and also support men or my own personal friends. But there is now another, once again, big catalyst to use this to insult men and bring men down. And this exactly is what I'm going to talk about throughout this video, because instead of a lot of women understanding that, yeah, men have issues and have been harassed, both in inappropriate manners and private DMs, etc., they're using this, a lot of people, as an excuse to go and just bring down men. It's men will go and listen, and a lot of people are understanding what Bao is saying, but no one is understanding where the conversation is evolving, and these really bad presets that I myself have noticed blaringly since day one. And it kind of seems bad because it seems like you can't even go talk about it, because everyone will instantly diminish what you have to go and say, especially as a man. And that is the problem. So let's go talk about this, and I hope you guys don't hate me for this all, because I think no one should be love bombed. I think Mizkif was horrible. I think Bao is funny and great, and I don't think she deserves to be hated on blindly for no reason. But this is a bigger conversation that's evolved into the broad scale that men are actually treated pretty bad in the whole VTubing sphere. Now, for me, who is it's scary to talk about this, okay? I don't want a Google Doc written about me. I don't want people being mean to me. I like Bao. But that's another big thing, is I have to go and preface and say all this stuff hey, I don't hate these people. I just want to be heard. And I feel like it's even scary to go do this, because I feel like people are going to hate me. I spent $15,000 to become a VTuber. It's all pretty much done. And I've even said that this type of unwelcome community is making me apprehensive on trying something that seems fun. A lot of women out there have made me be like, this is gonna be a great, cool experience. I don't always wanna be on webcam. I've had women go harass me, make comments about me, make comments about how I look like, how I sound like. People want me to go and stand up and go and literally, there's clips literally of my own male parts being clipped. Like, it happens to men too, it's disgusting. I've had VTubers, larger female VTubers, harass me in my DMs and basically love bomb me too as well for attention. It's disgusting, and it happens to men too. Now, I don't want to be a victim too, because there's victims everywhere, but I just want to go and talk about this because it's just a lot to yap about. It'll be a longer video. So first and foremost, if you guys have missed this context, Bao said if you're an up-and-coming female content creator with a small but growing audience, and a much larger and successful male content creator approaches you out of nowhere and showers you with attention on stream, in DMs, etc., don't walk, run. I agree. She is not wrong. Love bombing in this instance, when someone's trying to get with you as like a relationship or otherwise, trying to use you for your friendship, your looks, your community, your views, your emotional well-being, fake friends, love bombing, guy or girl, this is bad. And I believe she's referencing the Mizkif situation, which I myself think this guy is horrible, dude. Like, Mizkif, without any doubt in my mind, is like this guy abused women. This guy is disgusting, and other men have done this as well. I will never take that away, because if anything, I'm probably one of these rare examples where I can talk about this. I'm a fresh face in the VTubing world. I think women hate VTuber men. I don't want to be a VTuber man right now. Like, there's so much hostility, and I've seen so many hate comments I've even highlighted in my other prior videos. It's a bad situation to be as a man. It sucks, because I'm getting prejudiced against people I don't even know. Thankfully, I already have a bajillion VTuber female friends who are great and fantastic creators who know me personally and hopefully don't think I'm creepy or bad. And some of them even have been agreeing with what I've been saying. So that's awesome. Like, I've already like proven my worth, I guess. But it sucks because someone who's maybe not already a Twitch partner like how I am, or maybe isn't like familiar as much with this, they're gonna get they're gonna see these tweets and comments of like, men suck, men suck, men suck, which always stinks, because when it comes to things out here, because like you see this mentality. Can we stop hating on male VTubers? It's not that hard. Stop making men feel like this space isn't for them. This is from January. I see examples like this all the time. And this is what, as men, we're trying to go and say. Men get harassed too. Men don't feel welcome. Why are people just perpetually for no reason just not liking men? Now, there's reasons why, don't get me wrong, but we can say the same thing about women, and it actually happens a lot more commonly than people would say in the VTubing world. I'm on this video talking about my own personal experiences where I've had people send me unsolicited photos, role-played as their characters, as these dommy, mommy, goddesses, and whatever. I've had literally female viewers of mine who are now banned from my community trying to go meet up with me, find my address, and basically get mad and love bomb me, and they get like a femcel when they don't get what they want. And I don't even think I'm an attractive man. I've had stalkers who will go and send me pictures and want to show up at my house. I've had a lot of really bad experiences in my 13 years of being a content creator. And it sucks, because I would love to be a VTuber to get away from the harassment that I've had to go and deal with on my own looks, my own body, and everything. But it seems like everyone out here, especially in this VTubing sphere, are just diminishing this. It's like the conversation has shifted. We agree with Bao. I agree with Bao. And like, if anything, Bao herself has made so many other retweets as well, supporting this, saying how Emaru is brave. She is. And she's given so many people a voice by standing up for herself, which is great. But this is what men are trying to do too. Like, we're trying to go be like, yeah, there's a lot of blind hate. There's like a bad precedent set. People like, I'm just randomly here and I'm seeing how toxic this is. Like I said, I'm a fresh perspective on this all. And I'm seeing so many people that are just mean. Like, they're downright mean and dismissive. And that's one thing. In this video, Bao is right. Bao is like retweeting out there, saying there's bigger streamers out there who you think you are cool and awesome that are actually terrible people. If you are a streamer who wears their heart on their shoulder, please trend the space with extreme caution and keep your friends close to you. These are all good takes. I've seen so many creators, not just men, not just women, get so brainwashed by numbers, their image and the grind, that they forget how to be human or treat others like one. It happens everywhere, but this space makes a slippery slope way steeper goal. This is like she's retweeting this, she's supporting this. So Bao is not like the problem. And like, clouds of disease, etc. But that's what kind of makes it rough, because when she goes and has this comment out here,
I had a lot of strong feelings about,
and I'm going to show you guys this, like right here. And like this stinks because it's dismissive, and this goes and trickles down to this overall sphere. Because now I've seen so many more other people, instead of like hearing men out and saying like, hey, instead of like trying to bring men up, like it's the big common factor of the world. It's like us versus the problem. It's not you are the problem. Bao is not the problem. The problem here is that on both ends, there's a lot of just crazy, horny, freaky, weird people that are using the mask of being a VTuber to go and persuade all these crazy fantasies or stalking people on both men and women. But this is the crazy hot take out here. Women do this a lot in the VTubing sphere. I have seen like lewd-tubers and everything out here who do not care at all. Maybe because they are just used to the common man who is like, oh, I love, like, my viewers love it when I'm talking about I was looking at this and doing this and this and this, because I've seen it. And I don't like that personally. You know, I'm someone who's had relationships, and random VTubers who don't know I'm in a relationship will go and send me provocative things or try to go and flirt with me. And that's what men are trying to say, is that this happens on everyone. So the conversation evolved. The conversation shifted. Like, we're using Bao as a springboard to kind of go and bring to light that, yeah, men get affected by this stuff too. It's not a we're trying to invalidate women part, saying that women like are lesser or like whatever it might be, because I've heard so many horror stories for all my female VTuber friends of just mods, VIPs, other streamers trying to slide in their DMs, sending inappropriate photos, doing anything that is disgusting. I do not condone that, and I never want to take that away from women. But how this has all been going is it kind of feels like women are taking this away from men. Like, men are trying to say, hey, like, we're having all of these issues, please listen, and then everyone's saying, no, you're just dismissing Bao. It's like, I agree with Bao. Bao is right. Bao is not in the wrong. Should not be getting major hate for her just saying that Mizkif was a creep. Mizkif was a creep. And I do think I'm one of those rare people that I can also say this, coming both from the Flesh community into the VTubing world, but also someone who's been vehemently against what Mizkif's been doing. And I think what Mizkif did was horrible. He would find small content creators and use them, abuse them, and use his clout to sign their DMs and do disgusting things with it. And this is me even saying for Novaru. Novaru is the perfect example over here. She made this discussion over here about what Mizkif did to her. He basically put her on his stream. Same with Cutie Cinderella, both of them, and they were mocking her. On stream, he mocked and degraded me, encouraging others to shame me sexually. His comments included references to all the adult work he did when he was 18, saying he should come over so they can use me for content, while his friends join and just basically ridiculing him all behind on the couch, with other female content creators who have done this. Females on this platform, guys and girls, they can all be horrible, horrible people. And I'm only showing this as number one because I do not like what Mizkif did. And I hate that he did this to women. Everything, no one should be having this crazy power dynamic that is ruining people out here. My heart goes out to Novaru. But I'm also trying to explain this that I don't like what Mizkif did. I support what Bao is saying. But no one is supporting the next step of the conversation. They're just trying to go hard stop it on Bao and be like, that's it. Like, yeah, Bao's right. You're a pick me for saying this. You're a man. Like, it's all about men. But this is why, because I've even discussed this. As of the same drama these last few days, and I brought this all up on my prior video, and I try to give Bao an easy pass, being like, how could she know? She's probably busy with work. Bao is not the problem here. The general widespread community who is dismissing men who have had to go through all these problems, that's the issue. And everyone who's making these tweets and comments being like, oh, you're making this about you, you're doing this. It's like more of like, please just hear us, you know? And like, don't like, is this like all fake stuff? Is this fake comments? I see this all the time. And VTubers being like, support male streamers deserve love too, blah, 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 blah. Which I would hope they mean it, but it doesn't seem like people mean it. It doesn't seem like people care. I'm like, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking for people that are, I'm on this video talking about really hard things to bring up. The fact that female streamers who are even been bigger than me have like abused me and have done horrible things, and I can take it in stride because I think I'm a somewhat well-respected to my own mind, not like in general, my own mind. I'm a strong man who's had to deal with this all. And I've had so many female friends who have helped me deal with this stuff. And it's heartbreaking to see this. It's dismissive. Everyone out here are making comments like this. The reason why men constantly get away with predatory behavior, the reason why women are getting away with this now is because men are trying to speak up and talk about how this is really bad in the VTubing world. I'm not even a VTuber yet, bro, and I can give you 10 different examples with pictures, videos, and evidence. I'm not going to because I'll turn into some crazy video doc and people think I'm like a victim. Like, you see how, like, as men we're backed in corners over here for just trying to go and be involved with the fun streaming things such as like VTubing? And they're saying, especially when a power dynamic is involved. The power dynamic right now is on women. Because right now, as a man, I can tell you, women get hurt. Women get abused. Women get sent things that they should never have to go and read. And it's disrespectful, especially for women who are working and especially for women who are trying to make this their career, their passion, their hobby. It's disgusting that women have to go through it. But that's what we're trying to say too, is men have to go through it as well. It's not because they're fragile, insecure guys whining when it's being called out. Like, hopefully you guys can use me as an example, because I will sit here and you know how much hate I got making videos like this, calling out Mizkif and saying that he's an abuser or anything else from people I even know and saying that you should never go and treat people the way you treated. People, Mizkif's viewers, were harassing me, and I don't care because I'd rather stand up for what's right. I think Bao is not wrong. I don't think Bao is an evil person, but sometimes people are making these comments. Instead of saying not all men, maybe start holding men accountable. We're trying to go and hold women that are completely dismissing what is ongoing in front of everyone's faces accountable. This is possibly one of the most heartbreaking takes I've ever seen. What is this? What is this, you know? And even when it comes to Bao herself, and this does make me feel just makes me sad. I'm not even angry. I just want to be heard. Like, I'm not even trying to make this about me. I'm just trying to go and say for men out there who don't have the audience, because a lot of my tweets I've been making are basically liked by men. We have examples of men creators who are great people. Like, let me go and show once again my boy Tamago, who responded to one of my tweets. He's like, spin facts, I'm a tiny creator right now, and I've already dealt with inappropriate behavior towards me from female creators. Literally anybody can be weird regardless of gender. And I can't wait to see you join the other side with me as, you know, become my VTuber myself, because Tamago is awesome. This is not him saying that women are crazy or bad or whatever, just that he had bad experiences too, you know? And it stinks. We have other people out there that are like, you know, trying to just say, hey man, like, I think the way she's talking and when she agreed with their comments shows she likely hates men. I don't think Bao hates men. I hope she doesn't. As a guy who's still designing his model, I'm tempted to scrap it because each day just shows I'm not welcome. This is some random person who just agreed with what I had to say. Like, it's heartbreaking to see this. Like, this is the takes I like to see. Male VTubers, you're stinky. Female VTubers, you're stinky. Non-binary VTubers, you're stinky. You know, we're in this together. It's an us versus the creeps problem. It's not a, like, Bao is wrong. It's not that women, like, that women, like, suck and they're crazy and all hate men. It's that women are currently not hearing male VTubers after always seeing these comments and, like, from people out here saying, like, oh my God, like, you know, like, support male VTubers, support male VTubers. Like I said, this is a bigger problem, too, because it leads towards like one of the more final points. Disguised Toast, one of the probably most beloved, very popular like male streamers, who's even done VTubing with his own little toast model, so he's technically a VTuber as well, had to deal with this past week. He was trying to get a massage from a physical therapist when Nina, in a real life streamer he's never met before, pushed aside that physical therapist and then started touching him while he was already face down on the table. And the video does not, like, basically for this one too, like, it was on video, I don't want to show the video. I felt pressured to go along with it because men have a societal need to not speak out, because you're seeing all of these comments of us just trying to go and say, hey, men have to deal with a lot of crazy stuff that's not even being brought up. You know, almost every guy VTuber I know, actually probably everyone I've ever spoken to, can say the same thing, that women have come onto them very strongly, sent them inappropriate stuff, try to flirt with them, try to get with their communities and use them, bigger streamers as well. This is a both gender thing. And I don't want to, once again, diminish women for this or kind of castrate out Bao for this, because I think Bao is right. But how she goes and handles when men are trying to say, everyone out here, all these women, all these people are saying, pick me, this is not what Bao is saying. We know what Bao is saying. We want you guys to hear what we have to say. And when someone like Bao says this,
I had a lot of strong feelings about this. And to the people that are trying to dilute what I'm saying to fit their own, like, stupid ass anti-woman, I fucking hate you, you're misandrous.
We don't hate you at all. No one hates you. I think Bao is funny. I think she's a great creator.
I don't care, bro.
But when you go and have a lot of these valid things where the conversation has shifted, there has been a very big conversation shift, especially when Disguised Toast himself this week had this happen to him as well, saying that he is uncomfortable. He didn't want to ruin the stream because it was a sponsored event. He felt forced, like he had to not say anything. And then you have all these other people that I'm showing you guys, and there's even way more on Twitter saying that, oh, men are horrible. This is why we pick the bear, everything out there. Men are pick me, men suck, whatever. Like you guys are misconstruing Bao. Hopefully you guys heard me throughout this entire video. I think Bao is lovely. I think Bao is great. I think she's a good, great role model for many women out there, and I don't think women should ever take any bullshit from any man that's trying to use them sexually or for their own viewership or whatever it might be. Bad, nefarious actions with like love bombing or anything it might happen. Without a doubt, what happened to all these women affected by Mizkif is disgusting. I disown that. That's not someone who I would ever approve of. But when you have people saying that, hey, as a man, multiple men coming out here and every single woman's trying to go dismiss you and say that you're worthless, you're gross, that your opinions don't matter, that you're trying to take away from Bao. Like I said, it's not a us versus Bao problem, it's everyone collectively together against creeps. And that's why I think there's so much pushback, because we just want people to go and hear what men have to deal with. And it's not a woe is me, don't get me wrong, like I'm sure I got a lot of privilege being a man, but this is not one of them. Being welcome in the VTubing community as someone who is trying to get into it because I just think it sounds fun and something I'd want to do for my own stream. Why do I want to be a part of it when I can already be successful, because I already have been in my mind, as just me, as just normal me on a webcam? You know, I don't have to do this, but I want to be a part of it because it's something that I like, because I've been hurt and I've been harassed in private already, and I just don't want more people to see my face. You know, I just want to be in my own corner. I don't always have to dress up or perform. I just want to be there. And that's one thing I really like about VTubing. You don't always have to have makeup on. You don't always have to have your like a cute outfit on. You don't always have to have your makeup done. And people do notice that for men too. Like maybe not the makeup or hair part, but you know what I mean. So like I said, it's not like an us versus Bao. If anything, we like Bao. We understand what Bao is saying. We support Bao. But when you go and have them going and kind of calling out these big things, it trickles down.
I don't care, bro. Go fix your receding hairline. You ever heard of minoxidil? Yeah, try that. All right? Don't get...
Like, I don't want to go in like some of the commentary on the channel, like I may not, that's not speaking on my behalf, it's just a clip out here for the context. It's like if people are trying to be like, hey, please hear us that there's bad things going on for men too, and like why is it hard to speak out against that? Why is it hard? Why has there been basically not a single female VTuber out here who has been like, hey, you know, like, yeah, it sucks for men too, you know? Like I showed one like a few moments ago, and I wish I saw more of that mentality. It's like just people disowning, people being creepy weirdos, both guys and girls. But it's really scary to go and speak out against this stuff, even against Bao. Because what if Bao goes and misconstrues this? What if people who are big Bao lovers don't read my entire, like watch this and hear what I have to say or hear the gist of what I'm trying to say? I know what Bao is trying to say, but do people know what I'm saying? I hope so. But guess what? This also might turn into one of those things where then I get whitelisted from over here by speaking my thoughts and saying how I've had so many men that I know, male VTubers, who have been hurt and harassed as well. And like I said, it's not a Bao is wrong. It's that these creepy people are wrong. These creepy folks are bad. People like Toast having to deal with this all and no one cares, and they're making fun of the guy because he got harassed on stream. This is what men have to deal with. And that's why it makes me sad, because I'm trying to go and like advocate for male, like I guess male being heard, like people shouldn't be harassing men. And that's what breaks my heart about this all. Because I made this comment on this tweet, you know, etc. And I made this one over here, and people are making comments on this one because I don't think Bao is wrong. I don't think Bao is bad, but it's sad to see the advocation of men's well-being being collectively so dismissed and shit on constantly. No wonder why men don't want to join the VTubing sphere. And men don't want to. Men don't want to be a part of this. Normal streamers, I know, I'm probably the best person to know because I know probably more male, normal flesh streamers, men and women, than probably any VTuber out here, because I've been on Twitch for 13 plus years. Like, men and normal women do not like VTubers. They think this is a toxic, horrendous community filled with like self-serving, disgusting people. Not my words, what other normal people think. And you wanna know what? I'm starting to see this all right now. Now, I'm sure there's great female VTubers. I'm sure there's phenomenal ones because I've met them. Phenomenal VTuber viewers. I've met them. And I don't want to go and completely disregard an entire community of people due to my own few past bad experiences. because I've had so many good ones. But this is heartbreaking to go and see this, because I'm over here trying to say that female viewers are harassing me, hurting me, flirt with me, and other people support this. I can show you another 50 comments of men just saying this. And women out there are saying that this is wrong. Women are out there saying that we're just trying to get attention or seek it. We just want to be heard. And it's the most dismissive thing out there. It really is heartbreaking to see this, because I can say this as a fresh perspective, like I keep saying, because I'm someone new here and I'm seeing this glaringly. Like, I don't feel welcomed. It's disgusting. But thankfully, I have all my own friends that make me feel welcome. So shout out to all my VTuber friends out there. I've met actually a lot of great, awesome women on my stream. I've platformed them. I've talked about them. Like, it's good. But like, men are trying to speak up against this because it's a problem. It's a unique situation where there's more women in space than men. I want women in gaming. I want women streaming. I want women making management stuff. I want women doing anything they want to do. But I'd also want women to have the same opportunity for men. Like, they're calling people pick-me's, and this is why men should choose the bear. And like, there is a lot of bad men, a lot of bad women, but collectively this is a problem that people aren't talking about, and they're just dismissing it. Maybe because it makes females look bad, I'm not sure. Like, this is asinine for me, because normal streaming wouldn't allow this. And I'm coming from a normal streaming perspective, you know, like this is crazy. And also, like, we just want Bao to be like, hey man, like, it's, you know, just make sure you're careful of her, which she kind of did already too, but you know, like, that shit never just kind of moves on. Be like, yeah, men, like, why can't people support men? That's it. And I'd also want the very last comment, it does set a bad precedent, as you guys have probably seen throughout this video, where there's many people out here saying how like bad it can be, but they're all good people too. You know, as a guy who's been the VTuber space for almost 4 years, I've seen a lot of discussion about male VTubers. One moment it's hate all male VTubers, which is right now, and then the next is support all male VTubers. It gets exhausting for many of us seeing this being constantly used as engagement bait. Comments like Bao's can be really damaging to all male VTubers, not just the ones being targeted because of how broadly they're phased. Even if the intent wasn't negative, which I don't think it was, it's important to word things carefully to reduce the chance of misunderstandings and misinterpretations. And I do agree. That's the issue with Bao's statement, to kind of wind down the video, because she doesn't understand, because she's not a man. I'm a man. I see the negative repercussions, and I'm someone who I hope, like, I have a lot of female friends in real life, online, Twitch, flesh females, VTuber women, and I adore them all. And I would never want someone to harass them or diminish what they have to go and say. But all these random VTweeters or whoever it might be are following Bao's example, showing that men suck, that we're only bring this up because we want to make Bao look bad. No, I adore Bao and I think she's right, but I also want to be heard too as well. And I'm someone who's very against like just mistreatment of people as a whole. And right now I'm seeing a lot of male VTubers getting hated on for no reason, and myself included, or harassed. And when I go and say I got harassed and people say you're a pick-me or you're gross, you know how heartbreaking that is? You know how disgusting that is to see? And there's no accountability because people don't want to call out these bigger content creators. And maybe I can, because guess what? I'm already a self-made streamer. I'm coming out onto here with my own quote-unquote clout, and I don't need to, I could get never stream again and I'm happy because I have a normal, happy life. I have a normal job. I don't have to worry about this stuff. And I'm not here for clout or attention. I'm just here to go and say that men have to go through stuff bad as well, you know? And that's all I want to have be heard. Bao's not evil. Bao's not crazy. But some of the comments I've been seeing are really hurtful. Like, I'm telling you guys, as a man, they're dismissive and they're really hurtful. Because women I would never treat women the same way that they've been treating men. And a lot of men don't have the audience, don't have the attention, or maybe even have the favor in the VTubing world to go and say that this is unjust and it's gross. And it is. It's like the conversation has evolved. It's not about Bao anymore. It's about the fact that men are constantly being used as objects to try to get attention, try to get viewers, male VTubers specifically. And it's a sickening thing to go and see that women are against this, and that women are saying that men are like horrible. Because once again, look at someone like Toast. Because he was uncomfortable to even say anything. He did not want to escalate the situation, even though he was uncomfortable the entire time. I've been uncomfortable the entire time too, but I want to be one of those people who don't regret speaking up. And if people don't agree with this, I'm a man. Like, then don't, it's fine. I'm a man, and if you don't think that men have been hurt too as well on top of this one, not as a pick me, because I still think women out there deserve to be heard too as well, then I'm just not for you, and I'm okay with that. Like, that's like the hardest distinction ever. It's like if someone just doesn't like you because you're black, white, Asian, man, or woman, I'm never gonna appease you anyway, so that's fine with me. But I hope you guys can hear what I had to say and don't completely hate me, and please don't hate on Bao or anyone out here. Like, it's just, I'm just trying to be heard. I'm trying to make sure men can be heard. I'm trying to make sure the male VTubing community can grow and foster, because it seems like no one else is trying to grow that as well. And when new people are seeing this so blaringly, it doesn't make me want to continue. I still will, because I adore the art that I've made and I can't wait to show you guys what I'm about to go and do. But at the end of the day, I almost just want to be a streamer who VTubes and not be a VTuber. Anyway, this was a big long rant. Like I said, Bao's cool. I like Bao. I think she's great. If you ever look at my chat comments, I just say nice things about Bao. Bao's cool. I don't hate Bao. I don't hate anyone in these videos. I don't hate women that are trying to go and, maybe some misunderstandings too. But it does make me very sad to see that so many people are just completely dismissive against men so quickly. Thank you guys for listening. I hope I don't get canceled or hate on. I hope my comments make sense. And thank you guys.